Our topic for today is about hydroelectric power plant. Hydroelectric power generation is one of the oldest and most widely used forms of renewable energy worldwide. By harnessing the kinetic energy of flowing water, hydroelectric plants convert this energy into electrical power, providing a significant portion of the global electricity supply. This form of power generation offers numerous environmental advantages, such as low greenhouse gas emissions and minimal air pollution, making it a key player in the transition to sustainable energy systems. What is hydroelectric power? It is a renewable source of energy that generates power by using a dam or diversion structure to alter the natural flow of a river or other bodies of water. Hydropower relies on the endless, constantly recharging system of the water cycle to produce electricity, using a fuel water that is not reduced or eliminated in the process. Because the source of hydroelectric power is water, hydroelectric power plants are usually located on or near a water source. At hydropower plants, water flows through a pipe or penstock, then pushes against and turns blades in a turbine that spin to power a generator to produce electricity. Now let's move on to the different types of hydroelectric power plant. The first one is impoundment. An impoundment facility, typically a large hydropower system, uses a dam to store river water in a reservoir. The water from the reservoir flows through a turbine, which spins to activate a generator that produces electricity. This release can be adjusted to meet electricity demands or to serve other purposes like flood control, recreation, fish passage, and environmental or water quality needs. The next type is diversion or runoff. It is sometimes called a runoff river facility. Channels a portion of a river through a canal and or a penstock to utilize the natural decline of the riverbed elevation to produce energy. The last type of hydroelectric power plant is pump storage. It is called pump storage hydropower or PSH, which works like a giant battery. A PSH facility is able to store the electricity generated by other power sources like solar, wind, and nuclear for later use. These facilities store energy by pumping water from a reservoir at a lower elevation to a reservoir at a higher elevation. The water is released from the upper reservoir to power hydro turbines located below the upper reservoir. Pump storage hydroelectric systems generally use more electricity to pump water to the upper water storage reservoirs than they produce with the stored water. Therefore, pump storage facilities have net negative electricity generation balances. There are four types of turbines used in hydroelectric power plant. The first one is Pelton turbine. It is a type of impulse turbine and is designed to harness the energy of high-pressure water by directing it onto specially shaped buckets or cups attached to the turbine wheel. Next is Kaplan turbine. It is a type of water turbine used in low to medium head sites. It features adjustable blades that allow it to efficiently adapt to varying water flow. This turbine has an axial flow design and is known for high efficiency in changing conditions. Third is cross-flow turbine. It is a type of water turbine where water flows across the blades in two directions, first radially and then axially. It is typically used in low-head, small-scale hydroelectric plants. This turbine is simple, compact, and efficient for applications with moderate water flow. The last one is Francis turbine. It is a reaction turbine that operates with water flowing radially or from the outer edge toward the center, and then axially or along the shaft. These are the formulas that is needed in solving the performance of hydroelectric power plant. This includes volume flow rate, Ross head, effective head, water power or hydraulic power, turbine or blade power, friction head, and the different types of efficiency which includes penstock efficiency, hydraulic efficiency, volumetric efficiency, mechanical efficiency, generator efficiency, and overall turbine efficiency.
Then we have the sample problems. Number 1. A hydroelectric power plant consumes 60 times 10 raised to 6 kilowatt-hour per year. What is the net head if the expected flow is 1,500 cubic meter per minute and overall efficiency of 63%? First, you have to analyze what are the given values and what are the required values in this problem. 60 times 10 raised to 6 kilowatt-hour per year is the energy power. 1,500 cubic meter per minute is the expected flow or Q, and overall efficiency of 63%. In order to get the net head, we have to use the formula of power equals gamma QH. But we have a missing value, which is the water power or the P sub B. We can get the value of the water power using the other formula of efficiency, which is the efficiency equals energy power over water power. We have the value of efficiency and the energy power. Derive the formula and we'll get P sub B equals energy power over efficiency. Then substitute the following values and we'll have 60 million kilowatts hour, but the problem states that it is in per year. Therefore, you have to divide it by 8,760 hours, which is the number of hours in a year. Then divide it by 0.63, then we'll get 10,871.9287 kilowatts. After getting the value of the water power, we can now get the net head using the formula of water power equals gamma QH. Again, derive the formula in terms of H, therefore we have water power over gamma Q. Substitute the following values: 10,871.9287, break down the units of kilowatts, then we'll have kilonewton meter per second, all over the value of gamma, which is 9.81 kilonewton over cubic meter, multiplied by the value of Q, which is 1,500 cubic meter per minute, but since we're canceling the units, we need to convert minutes into seconds. Therefore, kilonewton, cubic meter, and seconds will be cancelled. Calculate, then we'll have the answer of 44.3 meters. Number 2. Hydraulic turbine receives water from a reservoir at an elevation of 100 meters above it. What is the minimum water flow in kilogram per second to produce a steady turbine output of 50 megawatts? Again, analyze the problem first, then get the given values. First, we have the head of 100 meters and the power of 50 megawatts. The required value is the minimum water flow or the Q. Since we have the given values of H and power, we can get the value of the water flow using the formula of power equals gamma QH. Derive the formula and we'll have Q equals P over gamma H. Substitute the following given since we need to cancel the unit of kilonewton. Instead of putting 50 megawatts, let's input 50,000 kilonewton meter per seconds, which is the breakdown unit of kilowatts, divided by the gamma of 9.81 kilonewton over cubic meter, multiplied by the head of 100 meters, then cancel the kilonewton meter. Since we need the answer in kilograms per second, and we only have cubic meter per minute, we have to convert cubic meter into kilogram. So multiply it by 1,000 kilogram over cubic meters. Cancel cubic meters and then calculate, then we'll have the answer of 50,968.3996 kilogram per second. Number 3. A reaction turbine develops 500 bhp or brake horsepower. Flow through the turbine is 50 CFS or cubic feet per second. Water enters at 20 FPS or feet per second with a 100 feet pressure head. The elevation of the turbine above the tailwater level is 10 feet. Find the effective head. Again, analyze the given, and we have brake horsepower of 500, a flow rate or Q of 50 cubic feet per second, velocity of 20 feet per second, pressure head of 100 feet, and elevation turbine of 10 feet above tailwater. The required value is the effective head or the H. Using the formula of H equals pressure head plus inlet velocity squared minus outlet velocity squared all over 2g or gravitational constant plus c or elevation. Since there is no derivation needed, substitute all the given values. Then we have H equals 100 plus 20 squared minus 0 squared all over 2 multiplied by the English constant value of g, which is 32.2, plus 10. Then cancel feet per second and calculate. Then we'll get the answer of 116.2 feet. Number 4. River flows at 30 cubic meter per second and develops a total brake power of 5 megawatts. What is the available head if it is proposed to install 2 turbines with 85% efficiency each? Again, analyze the problem, and we have the givens of flow or Q of 30 cubic meters per second, brake power of 5 megawatts, and an efficiency of 85%. The required value is available head or the H. We can get the head using the formula of power equals gamma QH, but we need to get the missing value of the water power first. Using the formula, efficiency equals brake power divided by the turbine power. Derive it in terms of turbine power, therefore we have turbine power equals brake power divided by the efficiency. Substitute the values of 5 megawatts or 5,000 kilowatts divided by 0.85, we'll get 5,882.35 kilowatts. Turbine power is also equals to the water power. Now, using the formula of water power, derive it in terms of H or head. Therefore, H is equals to water power over gamma Q. Then substitute the values. 5,882.35 kilonewton meter per second over the values of gamma, which is 9.81 kilonewton per cubic meter, multiplied by 30 cubic meter per second. Cancel kilonewton, cubic meter, and second. Calculate, and we have the answer of 19.99 meters. Number 5. The specific speed of turbine is 85 RPM and running at 500 RPM. What is the maximum power delivered by the generator if the head is 25 meters and generator efficiency is 90%? Analyze the problem, and we have the givens of specific speed or N sub S of 85 RPM, actual speed or N of 500 RPM, head of 25 meters, and generator efficiency of 90%. The required value is maximum power of P or generator power. Using the formula of specific speed equals actual speed multiplied by the square root of bhp all over h raised to 5 over 4, then derive it in terms of bhp. Substitute the values, therefore, squared quantity of 85 rpm multiplied by 25 meters, but we need to convert it into feet, so multiplied by 3.28 feet over 1 meter, then raised to 5 over 4 all over 500 rpm. Calculate bhp, then we'll have 1761.02. After getting it, we can now get the output power using the generator efficiency formula of output power divided by brake power. Derive it, then we'll have the output power equals brake power multiplied by generator efficiency. So we have 1761.02 multiplied by the conversion of 0.746 kilowatts over 1 HP, then multiplied by 0.90. Calculate HP, then we'll have the answer of 1182.35 kilowatts.
So number 6, at a proposed hydroelectric plant site, the average elevation of headwater is 600 meters. The tailwater elevation is 480 meters. The average annual water flow is determined to be equal to that volume flowing through a rectangular channel 4 meters wide and 0.5 meters deep, and its average velocity is 5.5 meters per second. Assuming that the plant will operate 350 days per year, find the annual energy in kilowatt-hour that the plant site can develop if the hydraulic turbine that will be used has an efficiency of 80% and generator efficiency is 92%. Consider a headwork loss of 4% of the available head. So, start natin. Sulat muna natin yung given. Yung given is yung headwater, height of the headwater na 600 meters. Height of the tailwater na 480 meters. And then, magpo-flow siya sa isang rectangular channel na 4 meters wide tapos 0.5 meters deep, and then meron siyang velocity na 5.5 meters per second. Mag-ooperate yung planta for 350 days per year. And then efficiencies, una muna is yung turbine efficiency, which is 80%, and then generator efficiency na 92%. And also, meron nga palang headwork loss na 4%. Yung unknown natin is yung annual energy which is kailangan nasa naka kilowatt hour. Proceed tayo sa solution. So, para mahanap yung annual energy, kailangan natin ng power times time. Itong time na to, it refers to number of days used. Pero these days, since hinahanap dito is R, o convert natin yung days na yan into hours. Ayan. So wala tayong given na power. For power, yung formula naman is gamma ng water tapos volumetric flow rate, height ng headwater. Ito yung formula for power, and ito lang yung meron tayo. Itong dalawa wala. So hahanapin natin yun. For H, have to go for HG kasi yung formula ng HG is headwater minus tailwater. Given sila both, so plug lang natin. 600 meters minus 480 meters, which is 120 meter. Kaso, merong H loss na 4%. So, mangyayari niyan, HG, H is equals to 120 meters minus 0.04 times 120. 120 minus 0.04 times 120. So, meron tayong makukuha 115.2. 115.2 meters. Ito yung isa natin. And then, next is for volumetric flow rate. For volumetric flow rate naman, meron tayong formula na area times velocity. Area natin, as stated kanina, it was a rectangular channel, so 4 meters wide times 0.5 meters deep. Times yung velocity na 5.5 meters per second. Calculate natin. 0.5 times 4 times 5.5. Meron tayong 11 cubic meters per second. Ito yung volumetric flow rate natin. So, nahanap na natin yung Q. And yung H, meron na. We can now find for P, or yung power. So, gamma ng tubig, gamma of water, times the volumetric flow rate, times height ng headwater, height, times, since given yung mga efficiencies, so consider din natin yun. Multiply natin sila dito sa dulo. Sama rin sa equation yan. Now, to start the equation, plug natin yung values. Gamma ng water is 9.81 kilonewton over cubic meter. Q natin, nasa taas lang, 11 cubic meter per second times height natin na 115.2 meters times efficiency ng turbine, which is 80%, ay sa halip na 80% lagay ko dito, 0.8 na lang, and then yung generator efficiency is 0.92. Calculate natin, 9.81 times 11 times 115.2 times 0.8 times 0.92. So, meron tayong 9,149.3868. Cancel to. km m over s, or simply kilowatts. Ito yung power natin. So, meron na tayong power. Proceed na sa paghanap ng annual energy, which is power multiplied sa time. Yung power is, kopya lang natin, 9,149.3868 kilowatts. Time natin kung ilang days na na-use yung planta, which is 350 days. Kaso, yung hinahanap dito is in hour, kilowatt hour. So, convert natin yun. 1 day is equals to 24 hours. Calculate natin. 9,149.3868 times 350 days times 24 hours. Meron tayong sagot na 854,854,849.12 kilowatt hour. Ito yung annual energy natin.
Thank you for listening and I hope you learned something.